Welcome to the OLIN Manifestation Podcast. My name is OLIN Quinn. I'm a singer-songwriter and a coach. Through manifestation, subconscious rewiring, and inner child work, I teach women how to reinvent themselves and embracing their higher selves. Because after 8 years of figuring it out, this is the only way. Because we've all been there. If you ever felt like you're doing all of the manifesting right, but still not getting results, it's because no one taught you the missing piece: unlocking your subconscious mind. My method doesn't just teach you how to manifest, it transforms the identity of the version of you who already has it all. Let's tune in to the episode. Hello all, it's OLIN Quinn. Welcome back to OLIN Manifestation Podcast. October has gone by so amazing for me, and it's the 5th. And I know the Aries full moon is gonna be on Monday on the 6th, and I have Aries in my 10th house. I know I'm yapping about this, but I feel like October is a month where new beginnings start, and then new things just accumulate, great things that you've been manifesting, the things that you always wish to get to experience, and everything, it just happens on October, the month of October. And I never realized that until I am fueling myself first before anything else. Okay, backstory. I can't say this. I signed an NDA, but I booked a photo shoot. I never booked a big deal of a photo shoot, okay? This is, let me tell you, it's a big brand, big money, big check. And never, ever have I thought that I would actually get it, because, I don't know, I never did. And it's been my dream since I was 17. Like, I really wanted to be in that experience, the whole experience. I mean, living in California, you know, winning a green card lottery and whatnot. This backstory is that I have experienced the most craziest thing this year, and I thought that I'm never gonna make it out. I thought that what I thought I had in my mind is I'm not going to get it again, you know, because I have one goal, that's what I wanted, and it didn't happen, and I've lost everything that I thought that it's gonna be a consistency in my life, or people in my life, somehow my friend in my life. Like, it was bizarre. I felt like I was losing people left and right. I was losing money left and right. I was not doing well in my own personal life. Career-wise, it has been stable. It has been like, you know, going to work, going home, doing this, doing that. And every single thing was just like a routine, a mundane thing. Funniest thing about God, about the universe, whoever you believe in, angels, higher self, your future self, is that they would be like, oh my God, this person just don't know. Like, you just don't know. Like, this girl, like, this guy just don't know what's ahead of them, okay? Like, I'm gonna just, like, stay and chill. And I just know, like, they can see the timeline of your life, and you're, like, right here. And you're like, oh my God, like, going to work. And then, like, this happened, that happened. And, like, you carry it every single day. And it's so hard this year and last year for losing my dad. But it honestly built me the way I am. And I'm not trying to make it sound, like, cliche. But I was just, like, struggling. I was in deep distraught of my own reality and feeling the highs and lows. It was so dramatic. It was so drastic for this whole year that my dad has passed, and everything that happened after, like breaking up with my boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend now, and having a dream that he had OD'd and he passed away, or, you know, and then these, like, dating lifestyle that I'm focusing on, and then doing my music, getting inspired writing by dating, and my relationship, and then meeting someone new. And right now, like, developing a relationship with someone, but also basing, like, all of that in trauma. But Not really, but you're cautious of yourself because of what you had happen in the past. It definitely built me the way I am. But that's the thing. God always, the universe always, like, a little bit having, like, a chuckle, like, like, God, this girl, this guy, this person just don't know what's ahead of them. Like, even though you feel like there's no way out, there's no way through, God always provides. God always give you the lost time, the lost money, business that you have. Years went on with a person that you thought that it's going to be forever and it's not, and you're like, oh my God, I was so foolish, experiences that you thought that it's going to be like a forever thing that will support you, that will help you, that will whatever. It was not, and it was just like a facade of the world, the reality, your shadow self, and what you thought subconsciously about the world and about yourself, and it became a reality. And then you're like,
oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Like, how can I change this?
And that's the most beautiful thing too. Like, when you see your reality and you're like, I don't like what's outside of me right now. What can I do to change it? And you don't change the world. You change the world inside you, and then see how the outside would change. I never really understand this concept, but I've been listening to like Neville Goddard and Joe Dispenza, obviously, and listening to, videos on YouTube about like act as if, or like act as if you're the prize, or feel the feelings before you even get the manifestation that you want. And it's always, what I think is that the same thing, but it was repeated differently. And that's what I like about my mentality, and what people should have is that you should have a mentality where you, as a person, do not stop listening or learning with the same thing over and over again and say, oh, I already know that. I already know that. I don't want to hear it. Because, yeah, you heard it maybe at that time, that circumstances in your life, and then you didn't know that you really need to hear it again from a different person, the way they say it, the way your circumstances are right now, and then listening to the same word and getting reminded of it. It's just wisdom, but wisdom is so big when you have such diverse experience in life. And I want to get to experiences that I accumulated or encountered this weekend, and it was just so amazing. So this October, like right before I started the month, I was like, okay, normal 2 separate ways that makes you win in a relationship. If you found the one and you wanted to commit together and then you take it to marriage, that's a win. The second one is the most important part, because the first one can happen only one time in your life, or twice, I don't know. But the second one here is that either you're dating again, or you're in high school, or you're in college, or you're a young adult, or whatever it is. You date that person, even though romantically it's all done. At the end of your relationship, you get closer to the universe. You get closer to God than you've ever before when you started that relationship. And that's a win. That's a win. That's a win every single time. It's a win. Okay. And I never realized that, because I was just like, well, like, okay, what's the win? Like, I got hurt, wasted times I spent with people that I should have not gone on a date with them, or just focusing on my music, or, like for you guys, a podcast and all that stuff. But then I always come out of relationships or dating scenarios, because I was in a dating scene, 4 months now, and it's just like, oh my God, every single time that, oh, this is not my person, this is not my person, this is not my person, and whatever happened, and it kind of like, oh, why did I do that? Or like, oh gosh, I come out of it closer to Jesus. That's for me. Whoever you believe in. The universe for me, And everything that I went through was leading me closer to what surrender is. I can't just make a video like how to surrender. It's a process, and I feel like I do surrendering well when I'm already in a rut. I know it's bad. But I feel like that's everybody too, you know, like when they're in the rut, they're like, I'm down here. Like, what can I do? Like, what else can I lose, you know? Like, I was supposed to gain $7,000 to pay all my credit card, to, you know, pay all my bills, to save some for my next trip back home to Indonesia. And tickets are not cheap, you guys, you know, even though like it's next year September, and like the price would be like down to like 700 for the plane ticket and blah, blah, blah. And after that you go there, everything's $1, you know. But it didn't happen, and I was just like so devastated in a way that like you know, like I don't know why, like it was a deal, you know, and I failed. It didn't go through. And I feel like I attached myself so much with money in the past that it's unhealthy in a way that like, oh, you know, my relationship with money isn't really that good. Wasn't really that good, honestly, and I'm still learning. Before the month began, I started to listen to Joe Dispenza, listen to Neville Goddard, and I listened to them and opposed to just embodying but also feeling the feeling as if I already have the thing. I would get ready in the morning and I would just like doing my makeup, listen to them. But in the morning, I got closer to God because I prayed, and I feel like praying is so underrated. And it's coming from someone who's like, oh, let's just like, you know, write a journal. I'm still doing it, guys. I still have my journal, I still write, I still have my Pinterest board, I still have doing this and that. But I feel like talking to someone who's bigger than you, who you know and you trust and you have faith in, that they create this life for you. And I know sometimes you're going to be like, what? You let me go through that? But then at the same time, it's just like, okay, well, that happened. But I just know you'll provide. I just know the universe always dancing with you, dancing with me. God is always being my masculine provider, and he always provided. He always just like fill in. If not, he replaced, he will expand so much more than what I had lost, what you had lost. You have to believe in that. And when you have that kind of faith, you're unstoppable. And it's not like,
oh yeah, God will provide. Yeah, God will provide. You know.
And then like you're scared and feared and not believe in it, or like,
yeah, God will provide, you know.
And then like lose hope and lose faith and just like, yeah, God will provide. But then like you're still anxious and you're still like so not trusting or like scared. You have the fear. It's not gonna work. What worked for me, it was I prayed. I was just focusing on my feeling state. Honestly, I manifested a thousands of dollars deal that covered most of what I should have had 3 months ago. Okay. And I was just feeling the feeling as if God already provided. I already feel the feeling how Jesus and, you know, the universe, angel, whoever it is that you believe in, like, seriously, already fulfilled all of your wants and needs. I wake up every day and I pray. And when I say I pray, I did not wish, I did not hope, I did not beg, because that's what Neville Goddard always say, is I command about myself. And I give thanks. I say, thank you, God, that I have this, I have that already. You provided for me of this. You fulfill me in that. You fill my cup so much. Thank you so much for bringing me peace and joy. Thank you so much for bringing me a miracle this week. Today is going to be a good day. This week's going to be a good week. I believe in there's a miracle in this week, this month, this year, you know, like today. Like, I know that I am a light in this world. I know that I contribute great things in this world today. I work as a teacher, so I always feel that way. Like, I always feel that way, and it helps me, you know. But whatever your line of work is, like, maybe you just listen to a coworker saying something, or like actually selling a product where a customer really needed your help. You contribute so many things, but you have to acknowledge that, you know, like
I'm a big contribution towards this world. It's changed for a better place, and like this week is gonna be a good week, this month is gonna be a good month.
And also, I am a woman of faith. I love manifestation. I'm so woo woo too. I'm spiritual. That's what I am. And I love ritual. We're gonna get witchy on that, and we're gonna get controversial on that, because this is what I believe, and I don't want anyone to like, you know, but this is who I am. This is what works for me, and what makes me believe in the power of manifestation, the power of the reality of you can co-create with the universe, God, with Buddha, Allah, whoever, you know. I did like a cinnamon bay leaf koan ritual this month. Like I've never done like in the beginning of the month kind of ritual, but I did it. Bay leaf, put it in a cauldron, cinnamon, and I put a coin on top. I put it down. I write my list, like what I want. And then I washed the list in the cauldron, keep it there, have the cinnamon in my hand. I pour it more, and then I go into the front of my house, the front of my room, and I would just go, like, where the cinnamon goes, abundance flows. With the cinnamon, I command abundance, peace, love, joy, money into my life, and I just blow it. And I just, like, dust it off my body. Okay, that was the 1st of October. And then every single day, and I was in the process of like casting. It was like a long casting, not casting, but like a process, a progress of like, you know, the clients choosing like which one's the best, you know, whatever. And then every single day, I don't pay mine into it. I already put PTO 2 weeks before. I'm like, hey, I'm just letting you know, like I'm probably gonna get booked, maybe not, but I'm just gonna let you know that I'm probably gonna get booked. So this is the PTO, boom. And every day I pray, like, thank you, God, for this, thank you, God, for that, you know, like, what I want in a relationship, what I want in a man, like, what I want for my money, my music career, my whatever. Let's get abundance flow to me, like, money is everywhere, money loves to provide for me, Lord, you provide for me so much abundance, like, abundance flow through me, and it flows through me, and within me, and through people, like, help people, like, you know, every single day. And I kid you not, on October 2nd, this is the next day. This is the next day. My agent called me. Hey, are you free tomorrow? For what? For that shoot, the one that I told you to put you on hold. Someone fumbled. And I'm like, what do you mean? They don't want to wear her job. And I'm like, they don't want to wear her job? I'll wear her job. So you're available tomorrow? I'm like, yeah, I'm available tomorrow. I already put the PTO. She goes, okay, I'll see them tomorrow. Can you sign the paperwork? And I go, like, this is thousands of dollars? I can't say you what, but like, the market is for Indonesia, and obviously I'm Indonesian, and Indonesia is like a majority of like Muslim people. And I grew up knowing like the prayers, and like, you know, my friends are Muslim. Like, I'm telling you, like, I'm so in this, like, it's a big part of my life, you know, like faith and all that stuff, you know. And the fact that someone just dropped that job, be like, I don't want to wear her job. Well, OLIN is from Indonesia. Will she wear her job? I'm like, yeah. And plus, not a lot of people know me in Jakarta. It's just my family, and it would probably be cool for them to see me on an ad, you know? And so I was just like, okay. Photo shoot, boom. I went to LA, took my mom, and then photo shoot, like, call time 7:30, but the shoot is like before even lunch and after lunch too. And lunch was like 1:30, so I was just waiting. I met my husband on set, and he was just so full, and like we played ping pong while we wait. Like, we already did my makeup, did our hair. We played ping pong, we got free makeup. We talked a lot, his experience and my experience, and like all the people that I work with. And then Taylor Swift album came out. I loved it. I love some part. I love Wishlist. Some other part, I'm like, you know. And everybody didn't like it, but you know, it was just like a beautiful day. And then I got wrapped at like 4, so I had a lot of time to actually go to Rodeo Drive. So I went to Rodeo Drive, and then just roll the clip. This is what I dreamed of and what I visualized when I was like 17, when I wanted to win the green card lottery. Driving, listening to like Tame Impala, and having this as like my view, and I'm driving with my mama or like my best friends, you know? And then 18, that's a cool Porsche. I won a green lottery, and at the age of 24, I earned another goals of mine, being in LA, driving in LA, listening to like my songs that I wrote, and earning $3,000 a day from like a photo shoot that I did. Like, what is life? You can absolutely create this. If I can do this, so can you. I realized that, I went to Erewhon to get a golden hour smoothie. I tried Hailey Bieber smoothie anyways, and brought my mom. She got matcha latte, and I recommend if you were to go to LA and then, Erewhon, just never, ever, ever, ever get the matcha latte. It's so bad. I don't like it. But the smoothies are really great. And we were walking down Radio Drive, I showed my mom the Pretty Woman Hotel. It was just so pretty. And I was just like, God is so good. And then the next day, I went to McLaren, got free breakfast in like VIP section. And, there's car shows. Like, I go to car shows a lot. And then I went to this morning, Newport Beach Country Club. And I saw a lot of people in like cool cars. I was just like, wow, every single day I expect greatness, I expect good miracles, and I combine them with a good energy in my heart. And I love my life. I manifested this, guys. I feel like I'm successful. And getting over a circumstance that was hard, it was hard, but I did it. And I gained the version of myself that I really honor by leaning into God, leaning into the universe, surrendering all of the expectations of the world, but expecting miracles of the universe's promise, God's promise, and what I want. Because, you knock the door and then God's like opening it up. Like, I want this, so you promise me that if I want something, I knock on the door, I ask, and you'll get what I want. So surrendering in that thing. I don't know how to get the things that I want. I don't know how. Somebody just dropped that job and I got it. But that's God. That is called surrendering. And that's the reason why I do what I do. The reason why I am letting you know that I feel like this is for you to listen to. This is what I personally have to talk about and to remind myself again that God is good. Whew, the universe is great. Like, life is a journey. And this is what I want to say. That day, during the photo shoot, I received a bunch of makeup, but this one is milk, okay? And I know if you're listening to me on Spotify and or Apple, the middle, that's Odyssey, okay? And I was just like, what does that mean? Like, what does Odyssey mean? I like this lip balm, lip gloss. It tastes like my childhood lip gloss. But anyway, I was like, what does that mean, right? But then I wasn't thinking about it. During the photo shoot, someone said, Odyssey. That's weird. Driving back home, there's, I think, a Honda, or I don't know. It's a van cut in front of me, and I was just like, okay, whatever. The make model was Odyssey. And I looked it up. Odyssey meaning a long and eventful or adventurous journey or experience. That is life. That is life. Yes. It is a long, eventful, whether it's up and down, it is an adventurous journey. And I feel like I just want to sing, that one song? I think I like this little life. This little life. And it's true, And what I've lost, I gained 10 times better. 10 times amazing, more aligned to my authentic self, through what I deserve, more than what I thought that I deserve. The things that I lost, the people that I lost, the people that I thought that I'm going to be with, or the circumstances that I should have had, but I'm here. I'm here right now and I survived. And if you're in this life journey, you're gonna survive too. I believe in us. I believe in you. And I really wish that, and really hope, this is the only thing that I can hope and wish, is that you observed this video, this message from me, is whatever you want to take it. But if you relate to this, or you feel like someone needs to hear this, go and share it with them. Maybe they really needed to hear this, And I love you guys so much. I hope you have a great month. Don't forget to do the ritual. It's not too late to always make intentions and rituals and pray every day. Like, praying is like such a powerful thing to do. And if you don't pray, just do manifestation, gradually, like journal, just like write what you're being grateful of, what's coming, what has come, and what you want. Just act as if you already have it. I love you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Thank you so much for tuning in to the OLIN Manifestation Podcast. If you loved today's episode, I'd be thrilled to share a future self-guided meditation with you. To get it, just leave an honest review on Apple Podcasts. Share your biggest takeaways and let us know how we're doing. Before you hit submit, take a quick screenshot and then email it to olinquininquiries@gmail.com. That is olinquininquiries@gmail.com. Once I see it, I'll send over your free meditation as a thank you. Until next week, stay aligned, stay within your authentic self, and I'll see you then. Bye.